All right, guys, an emergency video here due to some of the chaos that's going on in the NFL. Um, Gosh, I don't know honestly how they're going to do this, and in fantasy football, I can see them managing it somehow, but it just puzzles me as to how things will come out. If you leave a postponed player in, I would honor that. But gosh, I just don't. How do you tally a win or loss, or when does that occur? Does that game ever be played, or do they end up shortening the season down and backing off some games, which is really their best decision, is to shorten the season by about 4 to 6 games, 4 games, and allow. I mean, I could help them out, but a little bit. Just go on and make the critical decision and do that to allow for games to be made up. So honestly, I don't know. This is going to be my ruling, though. If you play a postponed player, I will do my best to retroactively get that game back in there. This is what I think we should do, though, guys. And I know it's painful, but it's even more challenging. I personally am playing in one of my leagues, and I hate to give up the New England defense on this week, and I hate to drop them back in because I have the short bench. But gosh, I think that what I'm going to do is drop someone that I feel like might be valuable later on, but he's not really that valuable today. And I'm just going to drop him and get a second defense and play a defense. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to hold on to the New England defense as long as I can. But with the COVID, who knows if their game's not canceled the next week, so I might be better off just dropping the defense that I kind of felt like would help me toward winning. I just don't have the answers, guys, but what I'll do, if you choose to play a postponed player and potentially get a goose egg forever, go ahead, do it, and we'll see what happens. I'm scared how they're going to tally a win, or I just don't know how that's going to work, guys. So I will work to make it as fair as possible. Personally, and I'm not making this ruling, but I would much rather you fill your roster with players that are going to play today at all costs. That's kind of where I'm leaning. Just go with the flow and make it happen where because some teams are going to be at an advantage because of this particular week. So you lose when you otherwise maybe would have won. I don't know. I just don't have the answers. But if you choose to keep that postponed player in there, it's up in the air because you just don't know what's going to happen, how fantasy football is going to manage it. I mean, they can tell you and they can all come up with that thing. It's kind of like solving all the COVID problems. There's no, it's a mess. There's no way to perfectly handle it when you're faced with the adversity because the plans aren't there. It's a total disruption of things. So I'm personally going to advise to play the players that will play this week at all costs. Hold on to your star players on those given teams, and you'll have to let somebody go. If you play a postponed player, then you're taking the risk, as far as I'm concerned, you're taking the risk that you're going to end up with a goose egg when it's all said and done. I'm just concerned about that. So good luck, everyone. Line them up. I surely am. And then we'll just see what happens. That's your commissioner's opinion on this. I got to go do some things, so I'm not going to be available until kickoff. So good luck, everyone.